want to bring on the phone right now Natasha De Alencar. We heard from her moments ago. We heard this sound from the phone call. She is a Gold Star widow. She lost her husband on April 8th, 2017, Army Staff Sergeant Mark De Alencar. And Natasha is on the road, but she made time to join us by phone from Florida. Natasha, I'm really glad to speak with you. Really a personal moment that you shared, but you really felt it important. Why was that?
Oh, thank you so much for inviting me and giving me this platform again to speak about my amazing husband. And I just, I felt it was important because it's been a lot going on this week. And they have been calling and, they want to know, did Trump call? And I wanted to tell them my experience with Trump, and I wanted to let them know not only did he call me, but my teenage daughter, who was totally stoked, recorded it. And I just wanted to share that with the world. Maybe just throw a little something that wasn't so much of the heavy that we've been seeing this week, and maybe just lightening a little, just a tiny. And also telling my story about my day that the president called me. So it was just really just to do so because they wanted to know. I wanted to share my story. But I also had a video, so it was just to share.
Well, and you had described it as a moment of niceness. I can imagine that this has been an incredibly difficult time for you and the 5 kids. You've got older kids, you've got kids as young as 5 years old at home, and for all of that, the reality that you're dealing with of life without your husband, the kids without their father, this probably was a moment of lightness.
This was 3 days after my husband had passed, and we had just kind of got home and settled in from returning back from his dignified return, and we had just got back from Walmart. Our emotions was pretty up and down, but we were keeping each other uplifted. I must be honest with you that after that phone call from President Trump, that was the first time in the 3 days that we felt a different emotion other than sadness, other than depression, and other than that feeling as if you got punched in your stomach. So that phone call from President Trump was very refreshing for my family because just for that few 3-5 minutes that he called to take time out of his busy day, it put a smile or a grin. We had a moment that was so nothing that we thought we were going to get that day because we're still mourning. But I am very appreciative of him for taking that time out because it put a smile on my kid's face who have been crying for the past 3 days, and it put a smile on my face too. So yes,
well, let's talk about that hero. Let's talk about that hero. We're seeing his photo on the screen right now. Your husband of 15 years, the father of your children. He served bravely, and he lost his life in Afghanistan in April of this year. Tell us what you want people to know about your husband. What will you remember most about this man?
I will tell you the void of my husband of being gone is something that me and my kids deal with every day. What I would like for people to remember, or when they get a moment of, I need them to understand how amazing. And I know people say this, but he was so humble. His career with the military was in its long, almost 10 years, and he knew his window would be small because he entered later. But he wanted to do better for his family because at the time he was a construction worker, and the economy kind of went a little sideways. 2008, he decided to make this he decided to make this decision, his career change for his family. So I want people to remember that he was humble. He was an amazing father. He could shut off the day work of being in the military and how stressful that can be. As soon as he walked through that front door, he was a father to the kids. He was kind. He would take his shirt off his back to give to you. He's the type of guy who will let you lead. He will follow. And you're able to shine because he's helped you get there, but he doesn't want recognition. He just wants to do good in the world. So I just want people to know that the world, it's a shame because he was one of the good ones. And I just want people to remember that. He was one of the
good ones. Isn't that always the way, too? One of the good ones was taken from us. I understand you're on your way. I hope I got this right. You're on your way to visit your daughter in college. How are the kids holding up? I know that you've got some in college, you got some that are a little younger, and I imagine they're each processing it a little differently, aren't they?
They are. They really are. 5 of them, from the oldest to he's 20. I'm going to go see the freshman. She's 18. We have a 13-year-old. We have a 16-year-old and a 5-year-old. And they all go through their motions, each one of them. But let me tell you what, their father would be so proud like I am. They are able to focus. Like, they just got report cards, for example. still on their A game. They're still remembering the past that is ahead. They're still remembering what their father told them every time he went away for training or deployment on what to do. He would give each one of them a speech and let them know, help mom out around the house. Make sure you keep up with your grades. They're still honoring their father. And that is so awesome for me to see. And yes, they have their moments, but together as a whole, we got our memories. And without those memories, I couldn't tell you. But those are the only things you have left when a loved one's gone. So we have our good moments, and we have our bad. But the good ones, I'm telling you, with the memories that we had as a family in the 15 years that I've had that man in my life, the good is always on our way to bad. Because we're going to make sure.
Absolutely will, Natasha. It'll absolutely outweigh those moments of, you know, you forgot your socks in the dryer or something. Some of those crazy things that we bicker about with one another, none of that stuff matters. It's the love and the bond that those kids had with their father and that you had with your husband. Hey, Natasha, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. This really means a lot, and it is really good to hear from you. We wish you strength, and we wish you well, okay?
Thank you so much, and you take care, and I appreciate you for giving me a platform to speak about that amazing man. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.